Hello world, you're about to watch the video about workshop I posted for computer science students at UNT. We discussed a lot of cool subjects like LinkedIn Learning, GitHub, a backpack, a lot of free stuff, JetBrains IDE, hackathons, a lot of hackathons. So enjoy the video, hit the like, and I'll see you guys in the future. Bye. It's weekends, it's always weekends. It's Saturday, Sunday.
This weekend?
Yes, this weekend is UTD.
Then not that one.
Why?
I'm going home this weekend.
Okay, what about next weekend?
Is next weekend another one?
Yes, it's UNT.
Okay.
Maybe. It's CS Club. We have to represent our...
Okay. I'll see you, my friends.
What about you guys? You guys going to Hackathon?
What is this?
An
orange yours?
Orange yours?
Yes. I'm coming?
Yeah.
I'm trying. So
It's really helpful to have videos and people can watch like which
exactly. Wow. Okay, we're about to start. Faster. Okay, ready? I think we're about ready. 6:05. Welcome guys, CS Club. Thank you first of all, before I start, thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for supporting CS Club. It's very important. For example, I was talking to a few of my friends, some people don't know this club exists. And I said, hey, do you know this club exists? And they said, oh, what club? You know, I think it's a great way to socialize and great way to learn new things because we gather, Reed is about to do Python, he's about to do Pygame. It's an amazing way to learn some new things. And then, second thing, before I start, not everybody noticed, but we have our hackathon winners here. It's Reed, Megan, and we're missing Ian. They won their first hackathon. So if you guys can help me, that's a big company. They got a pin, MHL pin. The company who does all the hackathons in US, they give you like a medal. It's a big accomplishment, guys. So we will be talking about hackathon later. So. My name is Pasha, my friends call me Pasha. I'm a computer science student, I'm transferred from Ukraine. I used to study computer engineering, now I'm studying computer science. Joining club as you are, so just started like last year, so I'm here at UNT. Next, what we will be talking about. So I basically split it in 3 sections. First section is going to be stuff for computer science students. Second is going to be for all students like in advance. So first one we will be talking about GitHub backpack, like LinkedIn Learning, all this computer science stuff, like JetBrains IDE, all this stuff. Second one we will be talking about Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, clothing, traveling, all the stuff, what your stuff you can get with discount or for free. And third one, we will take a small break after those two. And third one is going to be completely separate about hackathons. We have some experience, me and Aaron is going to say about some stuff about hackathons. I will share my experience about HackTX, I will share my experience about Nesby Hack. HackTX was amazing, so it's a little bit ahead. So, questions about our schedule? No? So good so far. Okay, so first and the major thing about GitHub. Let's pre-story about GitHub. GitHub, it should be your best friend. It's just like Facebook for coders. Like everywhere you go, they always ask you for your GitHub. Every job interview, show me your GitHub, show me your experience. GitHub is basically a platform where like you get open source project. You can learn by like reading somebody else's code. You can commit. I'll show you a picture later. It's a very interesting picture. But GitHub. So what GitHub did, very genius. Who invented it? I would shake his hand. They said, okay, let's help students a little bit. They said, they went to Google, they went to like Amazon, they went to Microsoft. They said, hey guys, we're building this package for students. Give some of your paid services for us for free. We will put everything in one package and give it for students for free. So you get the idea. So I basically come to Google, hey, you're charging for regular customer, you're charging some stuff. Give me some of that stuff and I'll give it to a student. And it's available for you because you have edu email. It's only because that. Actually, with this stuff you have to get verified. Our ID, our UNT ID doesn't have a date. Usually on some IDs it has date, like when it expires, our ID doesn't. So what I did, I can show you on my laptop what I did. You take a screenshot of your classes you're taking, you're basically uploading, and you're waiting 3 days. After 3 days, you get approved, you get all the benefits. I'll talk about benefits later on. So next slide. So that's about GitHub, and we're kind of going into GitHub Student Backpack. Amazing deal, you should use it. Next, GitHub Copilot got released 2021. Basically, you know, it's a ChatGPT thing. It's AI bot based on code only. So, for example, let's start from simple stuff. Every time you start a new software, you learn these things, sees what you're trying to type and helps you type it. For example, you have 10,000 lines of code. That things go to. Okay, here's a mistake. So it basically helps you to improve your code. As simple it is. You know, GPT hit us hard last year, and this thing really helped. So usually they charge $20 for every regular user. For students, it's free. You can use it on VS Code or JetBrains IDE, which is PyCharm, CLion, ReSharper, everything. That's about GitHub Copilot. So, next one. Again, they made a deal, amazing deal with Educative. Basically, it's your iBooks, but with a lot of cool stuff. If I show you their website, they have 5 sections, like learning, trying. Their main slogan is like, think to go. They learn by doing. They tell you what to do, and they kind of guide you how to do it. Especially, I really like they have a cloud thing. Every job you do now, everything goes to cloud. We used on Hackathon, we hosted our server on Google Clouds. Everywhere you go, it's cloud. Internet of Things, webcams, like a lot of stuff happening on cloud. They have a special related box only for cloud, and they teach you how to work with cloud. And it's only one thing. Then they have assignments. Assignments like with Python assignments, they give you big data, like do that. It's a kind of lead code thing, but it's more like homework assignment. Amazing stuff. You usually charge $20 a month for a regular user. Get it for free for 6 months. Try it out. You might like it, you might not like it. But to learn it, amazing. Next one. Everybody know Coursera, EDX. Coursera has 6,000 courses for free with certificate, but usually for regular person, he's supposed to pay for certificate. Like to get a certificate so you can put it on your LinkedIn, hey, I completed this course, right? I did Linux, okay, this is my Linux course. For students, they give you 70% of their courses for free, and all the certificates for free also. So if you have to pay, if you're a regular user, if you're not a student, you have to pay for those. Take advantage of it. Complete a Linux course, post it on your LinkedIn. Hey, I did that. Boom. That's Coursera. Next one, LinkedIn Learning. Amazing stuff. LinkedIn, big company, all the networks, social networks, business model. What they did, amazing stuff. If we compare Coursera and LinkedIn Learning, Coursera, any of you can go and upload a course to Coursera. LinkedIn, they have stages of processing, of selecting your right course. So it's basically going through many filters to get the right course. They have much less courses, but they kind of as much as effective because point of view, the teacher can be different, right? Like, I'm okay with that teacher, I'm okay with that teacher, you know? So they have an amazing service. You know, my idea, if you have time and motivation, you can learn anything today. Like any PhD, like any language, any database, any AI, ML, everything. You just need time and motivation. LinkedIn, Coursera, all other services give it to you. So just use it. I had to put in because they usually charge $17 a month for regular user. Bootstrap. Bootstrap 5 is a very famous framework. It's a front-end framework, basically built on CSS. Bootstrap did amazing things. They said, okay, let's take HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, put it in one software, UI software, and kind of let the user decide what he wants to build. He doesn't go here, and then connect it. Everything in one place. Your HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all the headings, all the templates from Bootstrap. You know, Bootstrap is very famous on their templates. They have the big libraries. They had Bootstrap 3, they had Bootstrap 4, 5, so it's always improving. Develop a software, selling to people. $20 a month, for students it's free. Use it for your hackathon projects, use it for your front-end development. Amazing stuff, will make your work much easier. Also has built-in AI, which helps you move all the things. So you can see it right away, your files, basically templates, you have to see it inside. Amazing feature for front end. Amazing feature. Next. Unity and Unreal Engine. It was a big drama with Unity last month because they raised their prices for gaming models. Like people, no, we're not paying that much money. I support Unity, but an Unreal Engine. So what Unity does, it's a game who into games, who like to develop games, use that. Unity, especially Unity, because it's a very user-friendly and very beginner-friendly. Unreal is more kind of advanced, but free for students. They give you some capacity for your first game. Of course, you're not gonna build GTA 5 or something, right? But for your first game, man, to try it out, for especially who take game development second, but you're using Unreal Engine on the game demo. But Unity is, they all together. It's a little bit different buttons, but if you compare them, like if you understand the engine and all the stuff, it's all basically built on C++. You understand classes, you understand that, boom, you have your game. So Unity gives you free license, and Unreal gives you free templates for student. So for people who is in game development, use it. Next, Namecheap. The reason it's here because first they give you SSL certificate for free for a year. It's usually $20, and then they give you domain name for free. So if you always wanted to build a portfolio and you need a domain, so instead of paying $15 for domain, you get a free domain from them. You register with your edu email, you get your stuff for free, and plus SSL. SSL, you know, for every website you go, it's supposed to be encrypted. Otherwise, it's like a red box and say, hey, this website is not protected. So they give you SSL, they give you free domain. Clouds, it's a big thing. So let's start from DigitalOcean. It's a new company in 2021, basically trying to gain new clients and giving like $200 credits for students, like for a year. So if you need a hosting, you got your domain, you got your SSL, here's your cloud. But let me finish it. Google saw it, okay, they give like 200, they said, okay, let's give 300 for a year. So they're giving students like 300 for a year, which you can use it for machine learning, you can use it for your hosting, and for all of the services what's available in cloud. If you look in the cloud, there are so many services, your eyes gonna lose. There are some services when you connect to space, they have a special tower in space, they charge you for that. Like you connect to space, like it's like Elon Musk thing. It's the next level, I'm telling you. And so they give you $300, you can try it. Amazing stuff. All the APIs, all the cameras, like if you, I need another hour to explain everything about clouds. If you go service by service, it's gonna go crazy. But just now, your next website could be on Google, Microsoft Azure, or DigitalOcean. They give you free credit. Microsoft Azure, they don't give you credit, they give you space. They give you some, like Ubuntu, like basically server, dedicated shared server, and they give you space, so you use it with somebody. That's about clouds. JetBrains. I ask a lot of people about JetBrains. That's a big subject, actually. My mouth drying, I'm sorry. JetBrains IDE. So a couple months ago, I was reading about IDE, and I thought, okay, I saw VS Code, and then I saw JetBrains, and then I saw JetBrains. This is actually not all the services they have. And I see, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have in total 24 services. And I asked myself, how come you can have everything in VS Code, but if you come to them, you have to have a separate software. And I kind of, okay, let me look, I looked it up more. So basically what they did, this is a private company, expensive company. What they do, for example, let's talk about Python, because some of you know Python. They reach out to Python developers. They say, hey guys, we're developing this IDE for people who code only on Python. What do you want to see? Give us all the aspects of the book like that about Python. Okay, they receive the book, they're going through page and page and page and page and page, that data, and put it in a pie chart. So they're basically breaking the language to many like micromolecules, basically like biology term. I just had biology, so it has to be biology. They're breaking the language so it's easier for you to use. So the moment you install PyCharm, like, okay, he knows you're going to use PyCharm, and it picks it up immediately. All the function you write, all the classes you write. So just use it. So they have Java, PyCharm for Python, CLion for C and C++. I actually have PyCharm, CLion, Golang for Go. We just had Go workshop last week. All I did, or some of your code didn't work. All I did, I downloaded Golang, it worked immediately. So the idea about those IDE, they thought about everything. Like in flying, if you wanted to become a pilot, they usually thought about everything ahead of you. That's what these guys did. Now, about pricing. If you want to buy, for example, only CLion or PyCharm, you'll pay $250 a year only for one software. If you want all of the software, it's going to be $750. For students, because they like us, they talk to GitHub, they made a deal, they give it for you for free. So a lot of modules, workspaces. Another thing, on our hackathon, we used workspace. Workspace when 10 people can work on one code at the same time. Basically, he wrote hello world, she wrote 2 + 2. So, and we see it immediately. So you have a workspace integrated, you can have your Copilot, GitHub Copilot AI thing, right? Implemented, all the modules, a lot of things. Again, I can spend another hour talking about this thing, but all I'm trying to convince you to try it out, to see how you like it. You might not like it, you know. You say, hey, you know, cool stuff, but not for me. I like VS Code or Notepad++. As my stuff. Then, to a lot of people I've talked to from big companies, they use that. The another thing is why, if you have an ability to get used to interface, to get used to how is that built, why don't you do it now so in the future you're ahead of somebody and using that stuff. Some people using stuff from Zybooks, I know. Not using any IDE. Guys, get used to that stuff because it's a long-term investment. It's tough from the beginning, but that's what will put you like ahead in the future. Especially this stuff, because a lot of big companies use this stuff. I don't know why. It's either because they're paying or because it's like really nice. I'm using like it for like 3 months. I really like it. I used to use VS Code. A very smooth transition from VS Code to this one. Try it out, just install it. Again, the way you get it, you go, first you have to approve your GitHub. After you approve your GitHub, you log in to their website using your GitHub. Then it kind of picks up immediately. It says, hey, okay, here's the student. They give you this option. I have everything installed. Everything I'm talking about, I have everything installed. So if anybody wants to try to type something, like you try GitHub Copilot or try those stuff, I can give it to you to try. JetBrains VS Code. Major thing, VS Code is open source. It used to be bad, but because it became open source, a lot of programmers, people who code in it, they improved it. They sent like a lot of push requests, they improved it a lot. But still, in my opinion, JetBrains is better. Because, like I said, it's a long-term investment. You have to be prepared for future. GitHub coding skill. From the beginning, I said I'll show you some stuff, interesting stuff. Who knows what is this? You know. Okay, you guys know what is this. This is your portfolio. Every time you go to presentation, every time you go to speak with HR or people who knows, they want to see that. This is your stuff, this is your like medals basically. Consider your medals, this is like your brain. This is actually a picture from the guy who developed OpenAI. This is one of the coders who developed OpenAI. In 2021, he did 1,700 contributions to the code, to the open code. Tells you everything, right? ChatGPT is like, Microsoft bought them for $10 million. So, please have that, don't have that. It's okay, if you don't have anything, it's okay to have that. To start, you have to start somewhere, right? Start from here, at some point you will become here. But this is what people want to see. This is like your medals. Because the moment, if I'm trying to hire somebody and I see that, in my mind, okay, he knows what he's doing, basically. So, this is GitHub, this is very amazing stuff. This is your, basically, second portfolio. Change Facebook to GitHub, guys. A lot of open source, a lot of cool code. People just developing a lot of cool code, posting for free. Look at their code, see what they're typing about. Okay, this is CS50. Who saw CS50? Who saw CS50? Okay, so some people saw CS50. Okay, Professor Mellon, David Mellon, I inspire the guy. The way the professor teaches, I cannot say guy, well, professor, I would love to teach like he is one day. Guys, it's so much energy, and so much knowledge. That's two things what you have to be born with that or something. I don't know. It's like he has so much energy in this way and this way. And he explains the way you will get it easy. Like, for example, the CS50 course, they have different ones. Let's talk about CS50. Basically, Introduction to Computer Sciences. At Harvard, okay, I didn't say Harvard University, guys. This is from Harvard University, Introduction to Computer Science. Basically breaks it to 9 weeks. Every week, it's open source, everything on YouTube. Every week is different model. Scratch, Introduction to C, data structure, algorithms, Python. I think they did AI, something else. Memories, they did memory stuff. Very important, basic stuff. If somebody having a problem understanding some concepts, and you have a free time, instead of a movie tonight, it's like 2 hours, one lesson. Watch this stuff. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. The way he teaches, first of all, is Harvard. Of course, all of us want to be in Harvard. But the energy he gives you after lesson, you want to try things. Just look it up, try to watch for 10-15 minutes. First time I saw it, I couldn't stop watching. I was like, wow, how long is like that's been existed, you know? And I was like, so thank you to him. I'll send him this video actually. But I wish I was actually just open seats. Any student can go on any lesson and kind of be on the lesson. But it's on YouTube, it's free. And then they have labs. They have a different website for labs. They kind of post labs. So it's not only you watch stuff. After that they give you stuff to do. So it's kinda all the mix. Okay. Am I going a little bit faster now?
That's fine.
Okay, good. So this was major aspect of first part. We got GitHub Copilot backpack, we got clouds, we got, what else we got? We got JetBrains, we got CS50, all the stuff. Anybody has any questions? Questions? No? Okay, let's go. Anybody, am I missing something? Anybody has to add some stuff to me? No? Okay, so then we kinda, this is done for CS. We will be talking about hackathons a little bit later. But now it's kinda, we're gonna change our point of view from CS to all the students. So it will be a little bit faster, but it's going to be cool too. So no questions, we can go. Questions? No, okay. Okay, so second part. A lot of, one thing I forgot. When GitHub did all that stuff, so they selected some of the companies, other companies saw it, Jesus, you know, they do that stuff, I want to be in that backpack too, because a lot of students started to using it, so, and they started reaching out to GitHub, said, hey, I give you my software to you too, use it, give it to students. For example, that's what Microsoft did. As a student, you get a free Microsoft, you get online version, and you get the desktop version. Download presentations, Word, all this stuff. PowerPoint, Outlook. So you get stuff, and also you get some, I think you have 10 gigs of cloud on Outlook. Adobe, a lot of designers might know this stuff. Adobe is a big company. They have Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, InDesign for websites, a lot of Acrobat, a lot of services. They used to sell separate services. Now they sell everything as a package. For regular user, it's like $60 a month. It's a monthly subscription. For students, it's 60% off. You get it. You get the whole package for $20. But you must register with your student email. Autodesk. I don't know if you have any computer engineering here, but when I used to be a computer engineer, we used to use Autodesk a lot to draw things, to draw schemas. So computer engineering, electrical engineering, 3D Max for 3D models, like for websites or for video. They use it a lot for movie production too. Usually charge a lot of money. You as a student get it for free. So back to that thing. Amazing services. You get stuff for free as a student. They have regular version and they have pro features like this kind of advanced, right? Get it for free. And then what I really liked it, I looked it up. Teaches you to ask right question of your future employer. They basically, okay, what team I will be working? What is my direct task? Because sometimes people tell you you're going to do that and you end up here, right? Teaches you a lot of stuff like interview stuff, interview preparation and interview itself. How to talk to person. So definitely worth checking it out. It's a part of GitHub deal also. They kind of said, okay, we give it for students for free. Let them have a good work in the future. Boom. Monday.com. Well, today is Wednesday, not Monday, but the Monday.com, new company, I think they boomed like last year. Basically CRM system. Again, I can spend an hour talking about it. They have so much services, AI things. They implemented all the AI, to-do list, all the scheduler, calendar, group work. A lot of big companies started to using it for task management, to see where we at like on task, on developing something. I started using for my YouTube channel. I just like, okay, let me try it. I created one task and then I have a list of tasks I need to do. Okay, and then I just logged in. Okay, I see where I'm at, you know. For free, usually charge, I think it's $12 per user. Give it for free and you can connect with all your friends if they have it too. So you can create kind of small organization and have like if you have shared projects or something, you can connect and see all each other stuff. Boom. Amazon Prime, probably one of the first company who kind of regret students, which was very marketing way. They said, okay, for students, we're gonna give 6 months free for like Prime. Prime is when you get your package in 2 days, basically. Instead of waiting 5 days, you get it in 2 days. And they also have like Amazon Music, Amazon Prime show, like Netflix, right?
Amazon Prime Video.
Yes, Amazon Prime Video, correct. And it's kind of all included in the deal. So for first 6 months, they give you to try it. They also on like Black Friday, Thanksgiving, they have a special like Prime Day. You're part of it. Jesus, I did not record second part. Okay, it's okay. Come on, by the end of the video, it's just video, right? You guys get it, it's okay. Okay, so if we're good, we're going to hackathons, guys. Hackathon, I think it's a big opportunity for you. So you guys don't think I'm a no one. I was part of the team of Nesby Hack. I got that pin too. We won the Nesby Hack. Last week I went to HackTX. I basically drove like for 4 hours. I did not register. It's kind of guess. I just wanted to get in. I show up there at like at 7 o'clock, and I said I want to get in. I got in to HackTX. I'm making a video about HackTX. It's going to be released probably tomorrow, Friday. A big video, amazing HackTX. Then next week, this weekend, I'm going to HackUTD. Next weekend, I'm going to HackUNT. And after weeks of that, I was invited to Atlanta Hackathon, where Google is going to be a bigger sponsor of Atlanta Hackathon. The guys on HackTX saw me, and they kind of said, okay, come to Atlanta. They got me a ticket. So I got some stuff, and I'm happy to share my experience about Hackathon. Reed, Megan is here. If you have any questions, they're a big part of Hackathon too. We actually have our first video from Nesby Hackathon. It's posted on my YouTube channel. It's kind of long one, but worth watching. Yes.
So what can I expect for Hackathon?
I'll tell you everything. After that, we'll have a question. So Hackathon. What is Hackathon? It's an amazing experience. 24 to 36 hours of coding, basically coding, non-stopping. Of course, you can take a sleep or something, take a nap, with many workshops. So basically, you're supposed to develop a project under 24 hours and deliver the project under 24 hours. Usually they give you a subject. For example, on our first hackathon, we had the subject develop a chatbot, an AI chatbot. We developed that. On HackTX, there were many different subjects. It was automation, web design, called like another design, right? So they give you a subject. You cannot select your topic. You kind of can swift it, but you cannot select. So they always give you, so it's, otherwise you can prepare your project way before hackathon, right? And present it as a hackathon, right? Or use somebody else's project. Boom. Interesting fact. I was preparing this yesterday. I saw the first hackathon was by Mahatma Gandhi almost 100 years ago. Very smart man. He was trying to improve the wheel. It's 1929, no cars, like only beginning of cars, all the like beginning of the stuff. He said, he gathered everybody. He said, hey guys, I need this improved. Who does the best design? I give you that. So that was the first hackathon. Then it's kind of died. And in like early 2000s, it started to come back. Like all the big companies like Microsoft, Apple, they started to do inside company hackathons. They started like, and then around 2010, it's kind of, they said, okay, let students do that stuff. They said, okay, and then it's kind of build up. So that's the idea of hackathon. But the first one, and I thought, wow, almost like 100 years old. I said, wow, I have to put it in. Benefits. What benefits you gonna get from hackathon? It's a big one. Remember, more coding. That's very important. You're gonna get more coding. You'll learn how to git push. Like you'll learn how to work with GitHub. All the code spaces, all the IDE. You'll get to the point where you want to be here. So I think that's amazing benefit. Another benefit, you surround yourself with people with the same mind. So you basically work on the same project and like you putting yourself in a hard, like pushing situation where you have to deliver stuff. Let me check one thing. Yes, it's recording. Thank you. Hard situation. It's very pushing. People with the same mind. Everybody is there. This is HackTX. This is actually before, but it was full. It was like 2,000 people at HackTX. Some people say HackUTG is the biggest one. Haven't been on HackUTG yet, going this weekend. But I've been to HackTX, I've seen those lines. 2,000 people, 400 projects presented. That's a lot, that's a lot. Big organization. People with the same mind. Everybody is coding there. They're basically ready for 24 hours of non-stop coding. That's what you want to surround yourself with. Like people who think like you. Next, learning new things under pressure. On HackTX, we used OpenCV library. Nobody in my team had a previous experience with OpenCV. Our project was, that's a long story, but we used OpenCV to measure your body and to tell basically what size shirt you need to buy. We basically comparing our sizes, it's kind of different. Okay, I'll tell you about it. So our HackTX project was, for example, let's imagine Nike.com like makes $10 million from selling shirts only. 20% of those shirts is returned to the store. 50% of those return is basically returned because the shirt is too small or shirt is too big. So our software is trying to save those 20%. It's a lot of money if you compile a lot of stores. So we're measuring the body, we get hip, waist, height, and shoulder to shoulder, right? So we're measuring, comparing to their template, to Nike.com template, and tells the customer what shirt to buy. So we used OpenCV library. Nobody in our team had experience with OpenCV. Nobody. So we pushed hard, we almost did not sleep. And we were able to deliver it. It didn't work for a long time. We had to build a program. We had to build a base. We tried using one library, then second library. It's a long process. I'm going to make a video about it. If anybody is interested, take a look. But it was a long night. But the main idea, learning new things. For example, in our first hackathon, Ian did not know how to push to GitHub. So, okay, he learned how to push to GitHub. Right? Using Git. So you'll definitely learn new things. Workshops. Every 2 hours, they try to do some events for students. Like workshops, like introduction to Figma, introduction to Keep, introduction to GitHub, web development, introduction to Python. It's like an hour-long lesson about any subject they select. People gather, there's a teacher, it's like a lesson. It's like a lesson. They tell you stuff, they teach you stuff. Design, they did amazing workshop about Figma design. Like they show me some things I did not know before. And I said, wow. So it's completely free. So understand one thing, people spending time to teach you new things. And again, it's completely free for students. So you're supposed to take advantage of it. What to expect from Hackathon? Boom, 24 to 36 hours of hard work. Be prepared to not to sleep, or either sleep for like 30 minutes, something, because it's a very intense. Prepare your mind that your brain is going to work for 24 hours. You won't have sleep. It's a big stress for your body. You have to be prepared. Okay, I'm not going to sleep. They have coffee. They have Red Bulls. At the HackTX, they gave us every hour. They gave us 2 Red Bulls. If you draw my blood, I'm telling you, it's going to be Red Bull like 90%. But it was fun, actually. So very hard work, guys. Again, workshops, new things, and your project. So you have to manage all that like on the same plate. Boom. Next, project requirements. I said they usually give you a topic. Like for our first one, develop a chatbot on AI. Second one, they had different topics. Then they usually have a lot of sponsors. For HackUTG, they're going to have Toyota sponsor, Fidelity sponsor. Well, all of the sponsor is going to have their own challenges. Like I saw some project for Toyota. They like calculated the miles last year. You know, they did a project last year at HackUTG 2022. The guys calculated the miles and saved something for Toyota in gas. I don't know. I have to go deep. But they have a main project, and they have different different challenges. Another good challenge was from HackTX. Give me just a second. It's a big thing when people die for not drinking, especially workers, for people who work outside in Texas. They changed the law just recently. They have to take 15 minutes break every hour, drink enough water. So at HackTX 2023, they had a separate challenge only for people who like to develop that thing, only like to prevent. So some people developed. Is time?
No, you have the same level. It's also.
Okay, so ask me after, I'll tell you. Don't worry about food, they give you food. A lot of good food. HackTX, they had Indian rice, all the stuff. At the NSP Hack, they had sandwiches, burrito. Sleep, you can sleep for half an hour, an hour. Like, that guy is crazy, he did not sleep at all. Yes, he worked like straight 36 hours. Me and Megan slept a little bit. Fun, a lot of fun. A lot of fun, a lot of new things. No team, don't worry. I talk to a lot of people. Some people think, okay, I'm afraid to come because I don't have a team. Don't worry, they have team formation workshop. They gather everybody who doesn't have a team. They say, okay, you tell me your project, tell me what you can. So they kind of gather a team together. So don't worry, don't be afraid to come alone. That's very important. That's your first step to become to hackathons. Don't be afraid about that. Idea pitching, we'll skip that. Presentation judging, two different. At our hackathon, we were going to judges. At HackTX, judges came to us because there were too many teams. It was much easier for judges to come. You have 3 minutes, have to have a ready project, have to have a ready presentation. You present your demo, very important of winning, you have to sell your idea. It's very important. If you don't know how to sell it, spend a couple hours, think how to sell this idea. It's very important. Very important. You have to understand, judges has to like it to buy it. They have to have a desire to buy your product. That's the number one thing about it. Because you can do all the work, it works amazing, and you say, okay, this is our project, you decide. If you don't sell it to them, they're gonna pick somebody else. What do you need? Laptop with charger, IDE, PyCharm, VS Code, code space already installed. For VS Code you have to install it, but you have VS Code on GitHub. Get a mouse. It's not okay to work on a mouse pad. It's disaster. Have a GitHub account. Who doesn't have a GitHub account? Create a GitHub account. Toothpaste. Yes. Warm clothes. It's very cold at night. You taking a picture of me?
Yeah.
Thank you. No, yes, you can. Warm clothes. Very cold at night, guys. Very
What
cold.
is the code space?
I'm running out of time. Give me 5 minutes. I'll help you out. Warm clothes. Very cold at night. Get a hoodie with like a hood. It's really cold, especially at night. Good mood. Don't come sad. Like some people come like, hey, like I'm going to win it. Like come open-minded. Come friendly. Like you coming to society where you want to work and improve yourself. Come with mood like that. Don't come like I'm coming here because you know. So bring candy. That person really liked my candy. So take some candy with you because again it's energy. Sugar is your energy at night, especially where there's no snacks. Sometimes they give you snacks, but if you have a candy and you don't have to go, you drop on candy, keep working. Sugar gives you energy. You have to keep your body energized, right? Because your sugar drops, you want to go to sleep. You get candy, you're happy. Check in early, very important. I was standing in line for an hour and a half to check in at HackTX. Check in early, be there as early as possible. It's better for you because after that they're starting having